Hey everybody, happy Friday. Wanted to connect with you today. This week has been ups and downs. I've been talking about it all week long, and I'm trying to make sense of everything going on. But as I was thinking about everything, I got thinking about this idea of inaction versus patience and patiently waiting. And so wanted to talk a little bit about it as it relates to life, business, the world. A lot of people are talking about inactivity is not acceptable anymore. And I'm relating that to the business component when it comes to the pandemic and shutdowns of the economy. All of the people that I'm seeing are starting to be successful now have been working this entire time, pandemic-wise, in terms of working on their product, improving efficiencies, waiting patiently for the economy to reopen. And then there's a group of people that are just starting that process now. They took an 8-week vacation, if you will, and you can't blame people for taking time off when the economy is shut down and restaurants are closed and a business is forced to shut down. However, it reminded me of a couple of quotes I've heard about great athletes in the off season. A couple times that whether it's a football season or a basketball season is delayed from opening, or there's a prolonged off season, the great athletes train the entire time. They don't take a break because the delay of season or whatnot. And so as we were talking about reopening some sports, those kind of discussions that I've had or have seen from athletes really come to mind. And I think that is applicable to all entrepreneurs who are working on their game, working on their business, working on their life, personal, financial, business strategy wise. And I want to give a big shout out to all the entrepreneurs out there, business owners, people who worked on themselves. Even if you don't own a business, if you were working on yourself while you were unemployed, or if you were working on yourself while your job cut hours, what that could be physical, emotional, mental. It could be reading a new book. It could be learning new strategies for your job. If you're an entrepreneur, it could be looking at your team and finding who's valuable, who's not valuable, or new services, or how to pivot into the right service sector. I could go on about examples of great entrepreneurs in Tampa here that have really pivoted to grow. And part of my entrepreneur organization, there's 35 amazing entrepreneurs in there, and every one of us, are supporting each other through this. And we're all, I believe, ahead of the curve when it comes to reopening, planning, thinking, strategy-wise. And I'm excited. I'm excited about the next couple of months and quarters. Obviously, I'm distressed, very stressed about what's going on in the world in terms of racial inequality and anger, that's there. And it's definitely something that needs to be addressed and needs to be fixed and listened to. With that being said, I think that if you're out here and you're trying to figure out, you're getting lost, you are in a depressed state or an anxious state, and now everything's happening, and now you feel like you're behind the 8 ball. Today's the day to start. Today's the day where you can say, okay, I've had enough. I'm going to fix my life. I'm going to change. I'm going to start working on myself. I'm going to start working on the business. Because even if you do it today, you're still ahead of the people who haven't started yet. And so, you might not have been able to start 6 weeks ago or 8 weeks ago, but today's the day you have to make a decision to improve your life, improve your business, improve your financials. And whatever that aspect is, physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, spiritually, take that day, take this challenge, think about it through the weekend, and start making a plan. Whatever you can do is better than not doing anything at all. Waiting patiently, I think, is time to start moving. If you are inactive intentionally, now is the time to become active and really start to grow. So I hope you have a good weekend, and remember to just keep on keeping on. Talk to you later.